Julia Butterfly Hill lived atop a 1,000-year-old redwood in Humboldt County, California, for 738 days to prevent the Pacific Lumber Company from chopping it down. From December 1997 to December 1999, she engaged in this act of civil disobedience to draw attention not only to the destruction of ancient redwoods, but to the global assault on the environment. Eventually, Pacific Lumber agreed never to cut down the tree, which she named Luna.
I didn't come from a background of activism, but when I first saw what was happening in the ancient redwoods of California, I fell to the ground and started crying, and immediately, I got involved. It changed my life. I was just dumped into the deep end of an entire movement, not just forest issues, but the whole social, environmental, and consciousness movement, and I said to myself, better swim or you're going to drown. And so I started learning how to swim. During the 738 days that I sat in the ancient spreading branches of Luna, I saw how each different tactic is used and why. I realized the best tools for dismantling the machine are the ones the mechanics are using to keep it running. The mechanics are corporations, corporate media, and the government, who say only a little bit, and usually a majority of what they say is so skewed that the participant on the other end doesn't get the truth. And if you don't have the truth, then you cannot make an informed decision. And if you don't have an informed decision, then you cannot take a conscious act. Then you are part of the annihilation of the gift of life, period. It hurts to care in today's world. It's easy to go numb and tune it out, but we still need to care. And to do that, we need inspiration, information, and hope. That gives us the tools to take conscious actions toward positive change. I was in a situation with Luna where I had to listen to nature and respect it or die. One day they were cutting down trees all around me and I started crying and hugging Luna. I was crying because I felt ashamed to be in white skin, to be part of a race of people who have made it our mission to perpetrate genocide on the rest of the planet and life in all its forms. It was eating me alive from the inside out. When I finally sat up, I realized I was covered in sap. I could see the sap flowing and it hit me. This was Luna communicating her grief. Sap is just like grief. It's not something you can wash away. It clings to you and becomes a part of who you are. And it was then that I realized nature was communicating with me. Later on, people sent me scientific proof that sap is in fact one of the ways trees communicate. I started paying attention, listening and getting answers from everything. From Luna, the birds, the shapes of pine needles. Everything became my teacher when I opened up. I realized that Luna has been communicating with mankind for 1,000 years, and we have just forgotten how to listen. I learned to listen, and from that moment, everything started coming to me. One of the lessons I learned is how to survive a storm. I nearly died up there in the worst winter storm recorded in the history of California. The trees taught me that the way to make it through those storms and the storms of life is to stay rooted and centered, but never rigid. The branches that make it through are the ones that know how to bend and flow and let go. So I've been using that now in my life, when I'm barraged by the media, by grassroots activists, and by the mainstream community. To live a life of service for a better world is a legacy that doesn't disappear. It's an imprint. It can be negative or positive, depending on the actions and choices we make every single moment of every single day. I have to tell you that the coolest people I've ever met, young and old, are the ones who are out there giving their life for a good cause. I've never wanted to kneel in front of a model or an actor or a corporate billionaire, but I want to bow myself before people who are activists or who work for the common good. That's honor. Doing something of real value with your life is honor.